Lawman Mike with www.lawmanguitars.com. Wow, have I got a really cool Rickenbacker for you today. This is a 1984, I know, hard to believe, this thing is hardly touched. 1984 Rickenbacker 360 OS. Now what is a 360 OS? Well, the OS stands for old style. Now I checked underneath the guard and sure enough it says 360 OS, so we know it is the old style. They made those around 84 and a few years around that. But what they did was they made it the old way. They didn't have the carved top that kind of worked its way over the edges and didn't have any binding. This one has the binding like the old ones, and also the opening here is also bound. So these are very, very rare. You don't see many of the OSs around. The other thing that made it really cool was it's in Autumnglo. Now I know we're all used to seeing Fireglo, we're used to seeing Mapleglo, we're used to seeing the black ones. Autumnglo, I didn't even know they existed. When I saw this guitar, I'm going, holy smokes, what is it? It's, and I hope our colors come out well in the video here. But it's very brown on the edges, and it blends into the yellow and golds in the middle, and it's called Autumnglo. And I had never seen a Rickenbacker in Autumnglo before, which I understand also is pretty darn rare. So not only do we have the 360 OS old style with the binding on both sides, front and back, but it also is in Autumnglo. And I'll tell you what, this guitar is just outstanding. From there, it's just a regular 360. It's got the stereo mono outlets. It's a 24 3/4 inch scale neck. The nut is 1 11/16 inches, and it's totally made out of maple. Now, before I start playing it, let's just talk about this guitar. 1984, it's pretty darn old already, but there's not a mark on it. I mean, this guitar has obviously only spent time in its case. You look at the frets are played, but not hardly at all. It just, I mean, I tried to find some marks on it when I was cleaning it up, and they just aren't there. I mean, there must be a couple dings somewhere, but I'll tell you what, they are not obvious. This guitar is absolutely beautiful, beautiful shape. Just had not been played very much at all. Wow, does that sound good? These pickups are just outstanding. They certainly give you the sound that you're used to hearing in a Rickenbacker, especially in that back one. We'll get to that in just a bit. I've been playing it on the neck pickup, and it's beefier than I remember Rickenbackers. I mean, they get kind of thin sometimes, and maybe it's because of the 12 strings, but the 6 strings, sometimes that front pickup, and I'm a front pickup guy. I mean, I play all night on the neck pickup. They got to have a little meat to them, and this one certainly has it. Wow, okay, that sounds really good. Let's go to the two pickups together and let's hear how it sounds. Whoa. All right, then we get to the, there's your Rickenbacker sound. Wow, I could play this guitar all day. This guitar is absolutely fantastic. I couldn't believe it when I heard it was a 1984. I checked all the numbers. It is a 1984. 360 OS, old style. Try to find the double bound ones. They just are not out there. There must be like 2 of them I could find anywhere for sale in the country. I have one of them. This guitar in Autumnglo is absolutely beautiful. Now, with that though, I'm happy to also report I've got the hardshell case that goes with it. Ugh. Now that looks that's a lot of case, let me tell you. It looks like 1984. I mean, this one looks like it's been around. It's probably been moved a few times from house to house. You can just kind of tell it's had more wear than the guitar, but you know, everything's here. It's got the hinges are on here. There's no breaks or tears or anything like that. It's a worn 1984 case. Handles here, all the latches work. They flap, so that's good. And inside is the black Rickenbacker lining. Now, the guitar is just really hard to reach this. There it is. I knew I had this. I've got a Rickenbacker cleaning cloth in there with that. That came with the guitar. The case is just, it's in beautiful shape. It's just as nice inside as the guitar is, and there's just nothing to report. There's no funny odors. There's no extra wear, just a little bit in the tail end. You can tell the guitar has been sitting probably up. So it's packed just a little bit in the end, but other than that, I mean, this case is in gorgeous shape. So you get a really nice Rickenbacker case when you buy that guitar. But I'll tell you what, try to find a 1984 Rickenbacker 360 OS, the old style in Autumnglo. I mean, they are not out there. And if you've been looking for one, you found it. This one is in magnificent condition. I think I call it excellent in my site, but it's probably mint, okay? I just hate saying it because everyone's going to say, oh, there's this little tiny mark. So I just don't like saying mint, but it's probably as close to mint as Lawman's ever going to get. So check in on all of our really cool guitars out at www.lawmanguitars.com, where we only sell cool guitars. Thanks a lot for watching my videos. I really appreciate it.